Hi guys, in this video I am going to explain structure of C program. Structure of C program means while writing C program, what are the contents we have to write in various parts of the C program. What are the different sections are there in our C program. While writing C program, the first section is documentation section. Second section is header section or linking section. Third one is definition section. Next, global declaration section. Next, main. This is called starting. This is called ending. Whatever part we are writing here, this is completely called as body part. Body part is divided into two parts. First one is declaration part. Second one is executable part. If you are going to use any user defined functions, we have to define here. All these sections are combinedly called as structure of C program. First one, documentation section. This section is not compulsory. It is not mandatory. This is optional. While writing C program, it is not compulsory. It is not mandatory. Header section or linking section. This is mandatory. Next, definition section. This is also optional. Next, global declaration section. It is not mandatory. So it is also optional. But main program compulsory, because main is used to specify entry part of the program and exit point of the program. Main is mandatory. User defined function also not mandatory. This is also optional. Hence, these are the different sections while writing C program. Among them, most of them are optional. Documentation section optional, definition section optional, global declaration section optional, user definition section optional. Okay, all these are optional, but header section and main is mandatory. Okay, I will explain one by one. Documentation section. What is the purpose of documentation section? It is used to specify aim of the program, author of the program. That is, I am writing program to perform addition of two numbers. Okay, write it at the starting of the program, addition of two numbers. Okay, whatever you are writing in documentation section, you have to write in comment lines by writing two slashes. Okay, it is single line comment. Okay, the aim of the program is to perform addition of two numbers. If it is single line, write like that. If there are multiple lines, you have to write like this: forward slash star line 1, line 2, line 3 star forward slash. The aim of the program is to perform addition of two numbers. This program is written by Sai Charan. This program is written in CSC lab. If you write multiple lines, put in multiple line comments. These are referred as multiple line comments. Earlier I explained like this. These are single line comments. Okay, whatever we are writing in documentation section, we have to write in comment lines. That is about documentation section. Next, header section or linking section. In our main program, body part of the program, we are going to use some functions. Printf, scanf functions. Those functions are defined in header files. So I have to write hash include stdio.h. If you are going to use mathematical functions, square root, sine, cos, they are defined in math.h header file. If you are going to use any predefined functions, these functionality is defined in header files. So we have to include them in the header section. Where we will include header files, that is hash include stdio.h, hash include string.h, hash include math.h. Where we will write this header file? The section is header section. It is compulsory for every program. Next, definition section. Definition section is used to define symbolic constants. For every C program, we don't use symbolic constants. So, it is also optional. Next, global declaration section. The values declared before main program. Suppose I am declaring a variable before main. For example, I am writing before main here as int a. This variable which I declared before main is referred as global variable. I can use this variable in main function and in other user defined functions also. Okay, where we will declare this global variable, this section is called global declaration section. For every program, we don't use global variables. Hence, it is also not compulsory. So, it is also optional. Come to main program. Every C program requires main function. Main is used to specify where our program is starting and where our program is ending. My program is starting here. My program is ending here. To specify entry and exit point of the program, we are using main. So, main is compulsory. Can we write two main functions? No. Only one main function we have to write. Of course, we can call main inside main. That is called recursion. I will explain that in upcoming videos. But, sir, can we define two main functions like this? One more main function like this. Suppose if you define two main functions in a single program, what is the purpose of main? To specify entry point and exit point of the program. If I will define one more main starting here, main ending here, then when you are going to compile the program, why will use compiler? Whatever code we are writing program code, we have to convert source code into machine code. We are going to use compiler. If you use compiler get confused. Either my program has to start here, and my program has to start here. That's why in every C program, we have to define only one main function. So it is compulsory. Next, okay, this is called starting of the program. This is called end of the program. The statements located in between start and end is commonly called as body part of C program. Body part is divided into two parts, declaration part and executable part. In declaration part, in our program, we have to use integer values, int a comma b comma c. We have to use float values, float d comma e comma f. Character values, char x comma y comma z. We have to declare here itself. Where we will declare our data using data types, that is called declaration part. Some of you raise one doubt, sir, when I am going to use online compilers, where at anywhere I can declare, but when you are going to use Turbo C compiler, at the starting of the program only we have to declare. Most of the compilers will allow to declare variables here only. But most of the online compilers will allow to declare anywhere. But most of the C compilers, we have to declare all the variables at the starting part of the main program. Next, in executable part, to write any program, to solve any problem using C programming, the problem requires some steps. We have to write the corresponding steps required to solve a problem. Okay? That means we are going to write addition of two numbers program. Printf and try and b, scanf, so and so values, C equal to A plus B, we have to write that code. Remember, there should be at least one statement in executable one. Okay? This is end of the program. Next, if you have to use any user-defined functions, we have to declare here. Okay? We can define more than one user-defined function. You can define any number of user-defined functions. What is the purpose of user-defined functions? I will explain that also in a separate video. Okay, in every program we need not to use user-defined function. That's why this user-defined function section is also not mandatory. This is also optional. This is regarding structure of C program. Now some of you will raise one doubt. Sir, you explained about global variable. What about a local variable? A variable declared inside a function. It may be main function or user-defined function. If you declare some variables inside a function, those are local variable. We have to use that variable from starting of the function to end of the function. Here also, int ABC I am declaring here. Float def I am declaring in main function. I have to use them in main function only. In the same way, this user-defined function, I am using into def. I have to use from starting of the function to end of the function. I can't use this def here. I can't use this ABC here. Sir, we are using def here also. We are using def here also. That is separate. This is separate. Suppose you are residing in your house. Your brother name is Srinu. Okay. Beside your house, your friend is your friend brother is there. His name is also Srinu. If you call Srinu, who will respond? Your brother will respond because he is local to your house. If your friend will call Srinu, who will respond? Her, his brother will respond because that Srinu is local to his house. In your house, Srinu is local to your house. In the same way, a variable declared inside a function is local to that function. We can access there itself. Suppose if you declare a variable before main, here into D, these are global variables we can use in main function and other functions also. This is regarding local variable and global variable. This is regarding structure of C program and which sections are mandatory, which sections are not mandatory. Go through this video. If you have any queries, please comment. I will respond to your queries. Comment, like, share and subscribe. Thank you.